Barrett just so happened to walk into the room, in the HOH room, as they're talking about it. And it becomes so tight and still, it felt like BBL.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome, y'all. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is TK Richie. Today we're going to be talking about Big Brother 28, episode 22. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a regular, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a BB Blockbuster episode, a live eviction episode with Julie Chen. Let's not waste any time and let's get into this video. Let's go. So the episode starts off with Julie Chen. You know, she's talking to us, telling us about Devin's use of his diamond power veto and how he just basically backstabbed Yash, his best boy, his boy that was down the ride for him. He basically took his HOH from him, sort of say, put up Kamu. Kamu basically is like he's been blindsided twice. Yeah, you know, that's not real good Big Brother player behavior. You can't be getting blindsided. You got to know what's going on. You got to know who you can and cannot trust. Every season, first off, if I was in the house, I would never trust any icons, 3 of them for that matter. I mean, if I was an icon, as soon as I got in the house, I would link up with the other icons, knowing that the house is going to try to get us out because we already played this game before. I don't know what people be thinking, but, and everybody's pretty much talking about how Devin's just saved D. Survivor players are sticking together. You know, blood is thicker than water, related by blood through Survivor. I don't know, maybe the train just hit them just now and they just now realized that they are sticking together. I don't know why you wouldn't think of that in the first place, but I need y'all to catch up. Now that the house has realized that the Survivor players and, you know, Angela are protecting each other, they're working with each other, Yash try to comes to Melody and let her know, like, hey man, we got to save Kamu. Kamu is the weapon, all right? Without Kamu, what are we going to do? You know what I mean? This man is winning games and competitions left and right. We got to save Kamu. And actually, he's talking to Melody, Barrett, Andrew. He's talking to all 3 of them, and he's really preaching to the choir, all right? He's really trying to let them know that, like, we got to do what we got to do. And neither one of them is budging. They like shaking and nodding, yeah, and all this other stuff, but they not gonna do that. They with the Mosh Pit. They with the Mosh Pit. And Yash, you are going to get blindsided again because you don't know what the hell is going on in the house. Why are you doing all this preaching? Melody and Mallory for sure want Kamu to go. Now we got a situation with D and Kamu where they're trying to, you know, D want to know, like, how am I up on the block on Yash's HOH? That's your boy. You're with Yash all the time. You're telling me you didn't know? And Kamu is just like, I guess Kamu came to terms. It's like, yeah, bro, he did know. And, you know, for that matter, Kamu was telling her, like, bro, you went to Haley and told Haley that you made everybody swear on the Bible that you voted Melody to go home. And Kamu is like taken aback. He says, I never said that. What is going on? It's a lot of he say, she say. Telephone, D says, listen, I might have lied about a lot of stuff. But damn it, only to you, I've only lied about the lyric vote. I said, that's it? All right.
Now we have Kamu and Mallory, they're meeting, and, you know, Kamu is trying to doing his politicking, and he's trying to get Mallory to vote for him to stay. Now, we all know Mallory don't really fool with Kamu like that. But Kamu decides that, you know, he wanted to let Mallory know that D told him about the power of the bribe. And Mallory gets a little shocked. Her gasket is blue. She's working with D in the Mosh Pit alliance, you know what I mean? Even though she's not fully committed to it, but she's just like, how the hell I'm working with you and I don't know about the bribe. And Kamu kind of pretty much promises Mallory that, you know, if you vote for him to stay, he's gonna go after the icon. Something that everybody seemed to be scared to do. I don't know, what about those? We're gonna call them the big 3. Yeah, they the big 3 of the Big Brother house, because they running through shit. Yash meets with Mallory and Melody and really trying to convince them to try to keep Kamu safe. Yash is telling them that D offered to use the bribe power to Yash to try to keep them safe. Her and Angela lied to them and said that D said that he to throw Mallory and Melody under the bus and to throw them up. Now, Yash finds it very peculiar that they had that meeting with Latrice. Information got back to D from that meeting. And somehow, some way, they looked over Drew and then they went straight to Barrett. And basically feels like Barrett is the one that's going back, being a little tattletale, being a little snitch. It's catching up to you, Barrett. It always does. Playing both sides and not picking a side and, double crossing and all that other stuff. It always catches up to you. And I think it is. And Barrett just so happened to walk into the room, in the HOH room, as they're talking about. And it becomes so tight and still, it felt like BBL. The tension in the room was so tight. But Barrett don't know. He just come on over and he's just like, yeah, man, what we talking about? Mallory and Melody, they pretty much have a little conversation, a little whisper off, as they love to do so much. And everybody, that's the whisper house, right? And we just had a yang. Anyway, they're torn pretty much, right? They're torn because the Icons want to send Kamu home. Just so happened this Mosh Pit alliance just forms together right before they send Kamu home. So they're thinking like, well, maybe they just needed us to do that. In the event, they already know that the Icons are going to look out for themselves. Any event that they need to go ahead and get rid of somebody, Mallory and Melody, they the first on the line. You know what I mean? So they're trying to figure out what's the best move to do, because the Icons right now are the villains in this story, okay? They are a machine. They are the big three. And now we got the BB Blockbuster. Now, space race, and this is pretty much a good one. There's 3 big, large tubes where they stand in, and they have these small balls that basically fly around, and they have to get 10 yellow, 10 red. You got to catch the balls, get them in there, and then hit the buzzer. Now, surprisingly so, Kamu was in the lead, right? But, Lil Birdie on the street says that behind the scenes, I forgot what player it was that played this game before.
Right before Angela went into the house, they told Angela the strategy on how to get the balls that you need. And you got to get down low. All right. You got to get down low, get down to the flow. All right. And then as the balls are forming, you got to smash them down. You got to get them on the ground. While Haley and Kamu, they trying to catch them in the air like they catching gnats. You can't catch gnats. They too fast. Right. So just so happened, Angela, she took that and she came on down off the block. And then as we have her coming off the block, Haley and Kamu are now the 2 nominees that the house is going to go vote on. And it comes down to, I think it was 8-1. I think Latrice, she either hate Haley so much or she just wasn't in on the joke. She wasn't in on the blind side. She wasn't in on the house. She don't know what's going on. Latrice, you got to wake up. You know what I mean? You're voting against the house. They know it's you. They know it's you. And Kamu gets evicted. He's out there with Julie. And as he's talking out there to Julie, Latrice looks lost, like a lost child in the wilderness. What did I just do? Yeah, you in danger, girl. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. Yeah, the big 3, they running through it. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen on the next episode. I think it's up for the big 3. Yeah, not up like it's over, but like it's up, like they're up. They up some more points. But if you enjoyed that video, go ahead and like this video, comment, please show some love, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell. Don't forget. And I'm gonna see y'all at the next one. All right, I'm out.